right, we're here on the Red Booth Show with Dean Karr. Thanks for joining us. And I've already been going over some of these projects you've done. It's amazing. I'm totally like starstruck here. And you know, one of the things I want to ask you, okay, who was the first big like musician slash band that you did like a music video for?
Music video or just
Like
a photo shoot?
Yeah, sure, a photo shoot.
Maybe Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper.
Pantera or Alice Cooper was the first.
How did
established.
How did you get that? Like, how did you get referred? Like, how did this whole thing start?
I mean, one thing leads to another. You do one thing and it's a big hit, and that Pantera thing was huge. People see it. The Tool thing was huge. People see it, and those little baby steps take you to the bigger thing. And then Marilyn Manson, Sweet Dreams, I mean, blew the lid off the world. I mean, I was pissing off mothers across the world.
Yeah, you were.
You're
like, I finally pissed off as many moms as I could.
That was a home run.
So how did you do the Pantera? You know, I was a fan. I actually used to go to Pantera concerts and stuff. So
we missed Dimebag, but
I know I met him. He got me an autograph. I have a shirt with his autograph.
Oh,
he was sweet.
Hold on to that.
He was one of the only guys that was out there actually talking to the fans, and really cool.
We met in Puerto Rico to do the photo shoot. They were coming in from Venezuela, and the night before they all were playing on a steel deck stage, and lightning hit the damn thing, and they all got electrocuted.
No!
And they all had food poisoning too. So
did frogs fall from the sky?
I don't make this stuff up. So I never met them, and I met them in Puerto Rico, and they were so grumpy, and they were not nice.
They were food poisoned.
We've all become friends since then, but they were really not nice to your boy.
Oh man!
And they got shocked.
Okay, so I just have to know because we don't have enough time. I have so many questions for you. So did you get hired by the record label? Is that what happened?
Yeah, it was Elektra.
Elektra Records. Yeah. That's amazing. Okay, cool. Okay, now there were some other things we were going to talk about. You said the music industry has changed a lot since this time.
Long time ago.
Well, I mean, these music videos you've done are still very, very iconic right now. Mm-hmm. But what would you say is a big difference from the way things were at that time to nowadays?
The lack of record label existence, budgets existence, care about the final product quality. It's like everything's been lowered, and I mean, people don't even work at record labels anymore. They either had to go into real estate or they moved back home with mom and dad. They don't keep offices like they did, and those people all lost their jobs, and they don't want to spend anything budgetarily to make it look good. It's just they'd rather have some friend of the band make something on his iPhone. And I do appreciate how quick the turnaround is now. It's a lot quicker. The approval process has been
much shortened,
condensed. I mean, when we do a photo shoot with a band, an hour later we know what the album cover is, and it doesn't have to go from marketing to publicity to. It's the band just makes a call, and we do it in my office after we just dial all the colors in. And
instead of, you mean when they had big record labels that you were dealing with?
It took weeks.
Yeah.
Plus I had to wait for all my proof sheets to get developed when we were shooting film.
Yeah, actual film.
Jeez, that's another. We could have another episode
on that. Oh my God, that's right. And you were shooting on film.
I'm still able to accommodate the bands with the photo shoots. I can keep expenses fairly down because it is digital.
Yeah.
And I do everything myself. I own all my own equipment, but the videos I just can't really help them out. I mean,
those are huge. I mean,
it
the
costs
budgets
money to make it look good, and the $5,000 video isn't going to help my director's reel any. You know.
So you were doing music videos for like 100,000, kind of, like.
600?
No, oh, 600,000. Okay, sorry, my bad. That must be one of the little ones.
That was a big end one.
Yeah,
so they'd start about 150.
150?
Yeah.
And then up to 600,000. Why do you think the record labels have gone away in the way that you're talking about? I mean, there are still record labels out there.
Yeah,
they still exist.
They're there.
But why do you think that it's gone the way that you're
just
saying?
Because the downloading of music. I mean, they almost have to give their music away for free now. The only way that I see bands making money anymore is being a big touring band, and you know, you've got to get out there and play, and the bigger the band you're going to sell, the more merchandise, and they're basically relying on selling their merchandise.
That's what I've heard.
And the young bands are so lazy these days. They don't want to do the work of like having to go out and flyer anymore. It's like an effort for them. It's like if you can't grasp it, get out, man.
Well, I've actually heard about this from some of the most famous musicians nowadays who you would think are like millionaires from their music sales. And actually the sales that they're getting, only sales are getting from merchandise.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, because most of it's going to the record labels because they are still record labels.
Yes.
And they're keeping like the album sales mostly. Right?
Yeah. But I know what's cool is that a lot of bands are doing more vinyl than ever.
I know.
I like
so
that.
Awesome.
I get to see my art big again.
That's cool. That's right. The big album covers and stuff. Man, well, there's so much going on here. I would love to have you on for more because, I mean, he also swims with sharks, like on purpose, on a regular basis. I don't know what's going on over there, but we'll hear more about that another time, I'm sure.
I'd love to come back.
Yeah, well, I would love to have you back. There's just so many amazing projects and things that Dean's done, and I really appreciate you coming and talking with everybody tonight. So
thank you.
Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, everybody, for watching my interview with Dean Karr. As you can see, I think he's amazing, and he's done so many cool projects, so definitely go check him out some more. And thanks for watching The Red Booth Show. You can watch us on U2 America every Saturday night across the country on cable. You can check out the listings, local channel listings. Also, we're on Roku Box and Apple TV. And always, we'll be uploading our shows here to YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel and keep watching The Red Booth.